Judge Fee released Melly's ex-girlfriend, Mariah Hamilton, from jail, and granted Melly's lawyers an opportunity to seek his release as well. Following her release, Hamilton expressed gratitude to her family and friends in a Facebook post on February 9th. She wrote, "And to my village, thank you. To my village, I love y'all so much. God's plan, not mine." She also voiced her discontent over the courtroom proceedings being broadcasted on local news.
Mariah Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
However, the new judge took note of how long Melly has been in custody and acknowledged that he has spent over 2,100 days in jail. As a result, it was announced that Melly must make an informed decision regarding his legal representation.
No, let me repeat myself. Mr. Demon has to make an informed decision about who he wants his lawyers. He's now been sitting in our jail for 2,159 days. So, how long would you like to be able to make that decision?
I can't determine when the investigation will be over. That's the Broward Sheriff's Office, but I can, as I said, I'm asking for, and then I'm asking for at least a day or two. And
you will decide by tomorrow. I've also reserved all of tomorrow.
The judge was shocked that Melly has been behind bars since February 2019 without a verdict. He directly demanded that prosecutors provide a clear justification for why Melly shouldn't be granted bond. In response, prosecutors took a drastic step. They are attempting to pressure Band into testifying against Melly in the upcoming trial. They have even filed paperwork to have Bortlen and Melly tried together in the same case.
Here and you try them together. It is to the benefit of the state to try them together, just more efficient. You don't have to do things again and again. Do it all at once, and also get a better chance of having them incriminate each other during the trial. It benefits the defense to sever it. That way they can point the finger at each other and get away with it. So this is what's going on. But I don't think it should be automatically severed because the state is seeking penalty for Melly, because it's only the penalty phase of the trial that would be different, not the guilt phase. The guilt phase is the same. They're both capital crimes. We're seeking the penalty on one, not the other, but that goes into the second part of the trial, the penalty phase, only if Melly is found guilty.
If Band is also being accused of taking out Sack Chaser and Juvie despite knowing he didn't, he may be forced to shift the blame onto Melly. Throughout the entire process, Band has remained loyal to Melly, except for the moment when Melly's legal team attempted to pin the crime on Bortlen during the first trial.
Those were his crimes. Cortland Henry shows up at Memorial Hospital, Miramar. You don't see him sitting there, or where you will see him sitting is in the driver's seat of a car, two bodies. Car riddled with bullets. And when he shows up with a change of clothing, change of shirt, powder residue on his hands, evidencing that he had discharged a firearm. And he lies. He lies about where the incident occurred. He lies about how it occurred. And he lies about not having the phone. I think it was Miss Bradley herself who said everybody had the phone in the pocket, not Cortland Henry.
According to Melly's lawyer, it was always Bortlen who misled the feds, had gunpowder residue on his hands, and was the first person seen with Sack Chaser and Juvie after they passed. This was later confirmed during the original trial when a forensic scientist verified the presence of gunpowder residue on Bortlen's hands.
So the right hand of Cortland Henry contained two component particles, and the left hand contained one particle characteristic of residue and one two-component particle.
Okay. And can you explain to us what that means?
Basically, overall, there was residue present on the hands.
Band wasn't happy about this, and when Melly's first trial ended in a mistrial, he posted a cryptic tweet the same day. The tweet read, "Mind games don't work on people like me," followed by a handshake emoji, making it seem like he might be accepting some sort of deal. Meanwhile, concerns are growing that Melly may be struggling financially to cover his legal fees, Reports have surfaced, revealing that his mother started a fan subscription account. And in a recent interview, she discussed why she created it and how much money she has made from it.
Why did you decide to break the internet the other day? You saying that you're YNW Melly's mom and you're about to hit fans.
Why not? You make money while you sleep, and I turned 40 this year. Why not do something crazy?
Did you start it yet though?
What? My only? Yeah.
How much you made the first day? I just need to know the first day.
The first day was pretty epic. It was pretty epic.
Give me a ballpark figure.
Like 40-ish, 50.
One day?
Day one.
This caught the internet off guard, with DJ Academics weighing in and sharing his thoughts on the situation.
YNW Melly's mom has announced that she's going to be starting to own. And I got to be honest with y'all, man. This is perplexing. The reason why it's perplexing is because I can't understand why she's doing this. Your son is fighting for his life. How much, there's certain mothers in hip hop, and you probably could name a few, I won't name all of them, that I feel like their son became stars, but they also wanted to be stars as well. Blueface's mom is one of them. The situation between Melly's mom and Melly, I always thought was interesting, but I never thought she would do this. If you're wondering if she's doing this for money, this can't be a money. Like, no way, no how.
Academics believes the issue isn't about money, but social media disagrees. In an interview with No Jumper, Melly's mom and brother discussed the large amounts of money he's been spending. While his mom tried to make it seem like everything was fine, his brother openly criticized Melly's excessive spending habits.
I would assume that he spent a lot of money on lawyers. Like an amount that would probably...
That kid spent a lot of money on a lot of things that she's been spent on.
Really? Like what else?
And cars, jewelry. And he's not even out to wear the jewelry. I'm like, why are you buying jewelry? You're not here to wear the jewelry.
No, definitely lawyers are probably the best thing you can spend.
That's what I throw. But he's good with lawyers, bro. Like, money ain't an issue for him. He's fine. But it's just like, there's a lot of stuff that should have went to lawyers that he didn't spend on lawyers. I'm like, bro. And now it's like, he don't even want to change no more.
In Melly's mother's defense, she has endured a lot throughout his ongoing trial, and may be using this as a way to distract herself from the stress. There have been multiple occasions where Melly himself had to check in and ask if she was okay. But did you know Melly's financial troubles are about to get even worse? The state is opening a new case against him for witness tampering, alleging that he was behind Mariah leaving the country and failing to appear for the first trial. If convicted, the charge alone could result in a life sentence. On top of that, since it's a completely separate case, Melly will have to spend even more money on legal fees to defend himself against the new charge.
Filing 6 new charges against Demmons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
However, with Melly's ex-girlfriend Mariah now involved in the second trial, she could be the one to put him behind bars. People from her hometown claim that she allegedly had a call with him on the night of the crime. As for the witness tampering allegations, Juvie's father investigated Mariah and discovered the tactics Melly allegedly used to keep her from testifying in the first trial.
This kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone. He was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person, and then that person.
They like me. They going for extreme measures, trying to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah's mom. They was using code words like Rihanna, and they said Rocky's baby mom.
With the state now pursuing a witness tampering charge against Melly, they have completely cut off his access to jail phones and restricted him from reading his mail. In response, his mother, Jamie King, spoke out, calling it unfair since he has not been convicted of any charges.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail. They don't give it to him.
With the jail revoking his privileges, it likely means they have evidence of tampering and are holding onto it for court. Authorities can't risk Melly continuing to communicate with the outside world and potentially interfering further with his case. However, this hasn't made things any easier for his mother, Jamie King. In the interview, she expressed her heartbreak over the situation, saying she's devastated for her son.
You saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life. As a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
Jamie King's comments about Melly not being treated fairly in jail sparked attention online. In response, Charleston White shared his opinion, stating that this is exactly how Melly deserves to be living behind bars.
The YNW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated. When you done chose to play, think somebody.
Even Boozy spoke out, acknowledging how stressful this entire situation has been for Melly's mother. She then...
I met his mama while he was in. Okay. I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
You stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. When I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
Melly's lawyers have been trying to present any piece of evidence they can to secure him a bond. When the new judge took over the case, they pointed out that prosecutors in the first trial had admitted that no firearm was ever found.
So the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this dissertation because I don't know what those use.
Okay.